Yo, we got a special guest in the building today. This is a man that he was like the beginning of all this social media trend. Like, and also he grabbed a niche and he made it happen. And is one of the few Latinos to make it happen within this space. I don't even think that there's anybody that grabbed a niche as a Latino and blew it up and create a massive success, over 1.5 million followers on Facebook and stuff like that. And that was before all this extra popularity of any other influencer. So I am super excited to have this man here today. He's also Dominican. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people are watching and being like, Gadiel, how many Dominican comedians do you know? Todo mundo dominicano. Mi hermano. As a matter of fact, Norberto is Mexican, all right? And he's not a comedian. But I do want to bring more. I'm going to bring more Venezuelan, Colombians para representar lo demás. Okay? But I'm in New York City. And what does New York City have the most? Dominicans. So, yo, welcome to the very own, the combat veteran, Drew Hernandez.
Yay!
Bro, like, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, dude.
Bro, like, I remember watching you years ago. As a matter of fact, you were the first one doing this whole, like, veteran and combat veteran, right, on social media.
Yeah. I pretty much, the uniform parodies and uniform content, I pretty much opened. I want to say I opened the door. There wasn't a lot of, there were people doing it, but not at the scale that I was doing it. For me, it was like the accuracy when I first started just took off for a lot of military service members and veterans.
And are there other Latinos that were doing it in the space too?
No.
way.
And I was the only one, and ironically, they thought I was white.
They thought you were white?
Everybody, I was like, where did have you seen my hair? Where do you get white from?
You know what's crazy? I think what you did well is that you didn't talk about your Dominicanness that I know of, right?
No.
Like you just happened to be a Latino that was also a veteran.
Yeah.
But I was like, what is he? Is he Dominican? Is he Puerto
everything.
Rican?
I'm the melting pot of everyone.
But I think you did a great job in putting that aside, because we did a show this weekend, bro, and I never seen so many white people.
Yeah.
I never seen so many white people come out to a show to see a Dominican man. And it was like to be honest, it was 90% white folks, bro.
Yeah.
Are all your shows like that?
Yeah. A majority. It don't matter where I go. A majority of them are like that.
That is wild.
Yeah.
There was like one Mexican woman.
Yeah. And like 3 black dudes.
And 3 black dudes.
Who had white women?
Bro, I'd never seen an audience so white. But
Dude, and that's great that you were able to experience, get to be in front of the military and the veteran community, and you got to see firsthand how easy they are.
Bro, and how accepting and loving they are. Like, they just want comedy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I think a lot of the stereotypes and misconceptions that happen, especially on the internet, and even I see it too, that just like veterans in the military community, just like hard right, this and that, and the politics and all this and that. And then when you get in front of them, it's like, yo, it's not like that at all.
It's not like that.
It's not like that at all. So
yeah, because when we're out to sea, like, it doesn't matter what's your race. It doesn't matter. I gotta defend. I gotta take a bullet for whoever it is, and I gotta trust whoever is next to me, whatever color they are. They gotta have my motherfucking back.
Yeah.
All right. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it was interesting. It was cool to see at the same time, because I was like, for me, my shows are mostly Latino, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans show up. Especially Puerto Ricans be showing me mad love, bro. Right? So it was interesting to see, like, all these people came out and pay to see a Latino comic, but it was not about you being Latino. They related to you in being a veteran itself.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that identity. I'm a veteran myself. I never thought about that identity, or like,
I realized that, years ago, I didn't realize that myself either. When I first started doing videos, I didn't even know there was a veteran community. I was just trying to make my friends laugh, something that we can relate to and stuff like that. And then the veteran community showed up, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But when I started seeing the influence of even Latinos in the veteran community is when I started having Tommy in it. because
Yeah.
Tommy had that Latino, Dominican, Puerto Rican kind of accent to
Yeah,
him where
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
barely understand him. And when I put that in there, that kind of flavor in there, because that's what it is, it's
Okay.
flavor in there. Everybody started showing up. Even white people was like, I know somebody like that.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my God,
yeah,
reminds me
yeah,
of
yeah.
this one dude when I was
But
in
you blew like what year was this?
that when
When you
things
blew
started
up
exploding.
with yeah.
It,
What was that video that made you fucking that you said like this is it?
Oh, I want to. It was probably the first video that I said, okay, there's a market for this,
Mm-hmm.
but things didn't start blowing up until early 2016. I want to say March
Mm-hmm.
of 2016, and that was because the memes started happening.
Mm-hmm.
A little like video memes. Like there's always been
Yeah.
picture memes, but
I
video memes
remember that,
started kind
yeah.
of happening. And when I did my first video meme and capitalized on what the moment was, is when things is like viral. The videos would go so viral, my phone would crash because of
No
the updates.
way.
I've never seen my phone crash. It was an iPhone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Never seen it crash, but my phone would crash because of the update. Likes, comments, hearts, this and that. Likes, comments, and it got to the point where I had to restart my phone because I couldn't do nothing on it because the updates was just overwhelming it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then it's like so what so you amassed like 1.5 million followers, right? It was on Facebook only
Over a
or
million on Facebook, 400K on YouTube, um, like almost 300K on Instagram. I think the TikTok, which I don't post on TikTok much anymore, but there's like 300K on TikTok.
oh well, so you were making money. Are you still
A
making
little bit,
money?
a little bit. I would
I,
make a little bit.
is it still like racking in money or what?
No, no,
No?
no, no, no. It's not. It's not. It ain't what it used to be. Before it used to, when you used to capitalize on. Remember when videos used to be like, if you had it, the longer it was. This was like the vlog period.
Developer, yeah,
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 the
yeah,
longer your video was, the more money you were making. That's when we were making the most money,
yeah.
just because people were tuned in and watching and stuff like that. And I think this was what the 2019, 2020 when people were locked in and just started watching.
Yeah,
That was the time to capitalize on longer videos, and that's
yeah,
what we started doing. And yeah, yeah, yeah. That's when it was. It's crazy now because you don't get paid what you used to get paid, and I think
yeah.
TikTok ruined that for a lot of.
But you know what? Facebook is paying, bro.
Is it?
Facebook is paying the monetization on Facebook. You put one picture. I rarely post on Facebook, and I'm getting. They send me money. I'm like, gracias, tú eres buena gente. Gracias, Meta. No te metas conmigo.
Yeah.
Meta.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Meta. Porque métate con eso.
Uh, Yeah, no. I don't really cash out on Instagram.
Yeah,
My-
Instagram is like a little like
Yeah.
it ain't much.
yeah, the main source for me right now is just Facebook, and Facebook cuts a little bit of a check.
Little bit, yeah. I got a question for you. Like, why did you stop? Like, what is the thing that you're like? Do you get overwhelmed? Was it burnout? What is
It
it?
was everything, bro. It
Mm.
was everything because you get to a certain point that people just don't want to be your friends. You're the
Mm.
access to something. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And that completely shuts me out. Where it's like I don't want to meet nobody. I don't want to meet nobody. I don't want no new friends, no new relationships.
Do you
know?
feel like it was the people that you were meeting after the fame or like the
Yeah,
friendships?
yeah. My close friends before all that were still my friends, but you like any industry, you want to broaden your network, right? You want to
Mhm.
but then you start realizing that these relationships only want you for something. Like there's nothing genuine. It's all business minded. They're trying to get to a certain place, and that's cool and all. And then it just gets to a place where it's like, cierra la puerta. I don't
And what
want
made you realize that that's what it was?
my
Like,
mental health.
what made you realize that though? Like because yeah, it's not like something you can't just be like, oh, you know what? All my friends wanted me for this. There has to be something you be like,
They would ask for something.
mm,
Hey, how you doing? Oh, by the way, I got something going on. What do you think about this? And you think you can help support this and that? And a majority of them were good causes and stuff like that. But I've been part of businesses that were just ideas, help put them in front of the veteran community that are multi-million-dollar businesses today and stuff
mhm.
like that. And and for me, I kind of look at that and I'm like, yo, that's awesome right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's really awesome. But then when I needed something, it was like, well, we'll see what we can do.
Mm.
We'll see what we can do. It's like,
And then how you
all right.
transition to stand up? How long you been doing stand up?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And I saw like people were like, we went to the show. People were like, I took pictures with you in 2017, and you
Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
also the funny thing is I met you in Los Angeles. I met him in Los Angeles, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, something about him looks familiar, right? And he was like, you were sitting on the you would say, well, you went to the
No, I
Hollywood
was
Improv. You were sitting on the
yeah.
right with your
Yeah,
girl
I was in
at
I
the
was
time,
yeah.
and I'm like, this guy looks familiar. But I'm thinking I've seen this guy before, probably at a party at Capicua. Bro, and then we go and do the show this weekend. He's like, yo, you want to come over and do the show? I'm like, and he's talking about like, I usually sell out. I usually sell 40 tickets, 50, it's 40 tickets, 50 tickets. I usually sell out. Like, the first show is sell out. I'm like, how the fuck this nigga selling out the first show? This is in the middle of nowhere, right? And I was like, and he was like, yo, I used to have a page, 1.5 million. I was like, is that him? I'm like, nah, it's not him. This whole time, I'm looking at this motherfucker. I'm like, that's not him.
You said I thought you died, bro.
I'm in the car with this nigga. I'm like, nah, and I didn't want to offend him. I didn't know how to ask, right? I'm like, is that him? Is that the combat veteran? I was like, he was like, yeah, you know, and then we went to the restaurant. No, we went to get Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Right, and we're talking with Chick-fil-A, and I was like, oh, so you serve like what branch? He was like, Army. I'm like, Army. I remember the combat veteran was from the Army. And I tried to embarrass him. I was like, don't be watching porn in public.
That's the thing, man. Yeah, you're the worst, man.
What you thought when I was like, stop watching porn in public?
Yeah, it was. I wanted to walk out. I think I'll wait you in the car. I'll wait for you in the car.
Yeah, in the car.
I remember I had those two black girls looking back like,
what the hell's wrong with you? Yeah, man, that's not okay, man, to be watching porn in public, bro. No, and we're in the car, and I was like, and when you said 1.5 million, I was like, nah, that's him, bruh. And you're like, it was a combat veteran. I was like, bro, I remember watching your page back in the day. That was years ago, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was after I left the military.
mm-hmm.
It was you were popping off before I even started BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Right? You did all these skits, the veteran skits.
Yeah.
You wore the uniform. I thought you were still in.
Everybody thought I was still on. That's why I was able to get away with it.
I was like, this man is not gonna get in trouble for half of the shit that he's doing.
Yeah. That's what everybody thought, and I think that's what kept everybody away from doing it. The few people that were doing it, they kind of wasn't getting a buzz. I don't know. It might have been the quality of how they were delivering and stuff like that, but there was a sense of accuracy that people was just like, yo, oh, that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what that is and stuff like that. So there were a lot of people that appreciated it.
I think for me, when I was working at BuzzFeed, right, I never touched on the veteran aspect. Like here and there, I'll have a conversation or like whatever. So I never thought that I could make content out of being a veteran. But it is an identity that I even think about, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's an identity that if you think about it, anything that you do that's part of your life, there's an identity attached to that, and people relate to that shit, bro. Right? And I was like, yo, come over to the podcast. Like, this motherfucker, you're interesting. Like, bro, like you were also part of this legacy time capsule on the internet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then to be a Dominican within the space, you're one of the pioneers, one of the first ones to do this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I know that I was doing this stuff at BuzzFeed, but I know that after 4 years of doing nothing but Latino content, Latino, being Latino first, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. So how was that for you? I could imagine that.
It was. I did more content about the military than me actually serving in. You know, I just like, damn, man. I feel like by now I would be retired had I stayed in. You know.
Yeah.
That I'm just kind of like, it was exhausting because it kind of was like, okay, now y'all are boxing me in, and I got more to give. I'm more than just this. But then it got to a point where it's like, well, if I try something else, nobody's paying attention. Then
Mm.
when I bring the uniforms back, everybody's like listening. It's like, oh, please, for the love of God, check out the other things that I'm doing because they're good too.
Mm.
And it was hard to get people to transition to that. That for me, I kind of look at it, I was like, it's not worth it if you're not always listening. Like it's hard to get people to listen about something else when this is all they know you for. So
Yeah.
creatively, you start getting boxed in. With being creative, you got to have the freedom to reach.
Mm-hmm.
And as they say, a composer has to turn his back on the audience. Same
Mm.
concept, right? Like if you're gonna try something else, you're gonna have to turn your back on the foundation that got you there.
Yeah.
Because creatively, you have to stretch. You
Mm.
have to reach and you got to play with different
Yeah.
things. You know what I'm saying? That's
I,
kind of like what The Rock is doing right now. And it's
yeah.
kind of not working because his box office was 6 million over the weekend. That's
Yeah.
unheard of for somebody like The Rock.
Yeah.
But it's still a good movie.
Yeah. I think Sammy Davis did that. Like completely changed. I think the 48 laws of power. No, the 50th law of power,
Right.
which was the Robert Greene with 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
That one of the laws were reinventing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Always like to be ahead of the wave, you have to reinvent yourself and do something completely different
Right.
that's unorthodox. So like that people be like, oh, this is something new, something different, right? If you look at Bad Bunny changes one. I remember I had one conversation with Bad Bunny. I hosted this video for Tasty, and I was like, Bad Bunny, you're the number one artist right now. Everybody wish they were in your position. What makes you different? He's like, every year I always change my style. And if you think about it, I always thought about it as him changing the way that he looked. But he was talking about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not only his brand, the way he looked, but Bad Bunny came in with, remember he had the shit on his head,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that Nova Religion, he had the
Yeah.
eye, and then it was trap. It was nothing but Latin trap, and then reggaeton, and then this last album, but Bomba.
Yeah.
He had Dembow. So it's like he didn't box himself into one thing. He always kept reinventing. I think that's like he's such a fucking
And
superstar.
only a few people can pull that off, and that's the thing. I feel like when you're and somebody like Bad Bunny and stuff like that, and you got the right team around you, that's
Mm,
like this is how we should do it, and blah blah, and everybody's working together cohesively to like
yeah.
do that. I think it makes the process a lot more simpler. But somebody like me who's independent, who don't really have a team, that's kind of had to do everything himself. You
Why
know what I'm
don't you have
saying?
a team?
It's hard to find somebody with the same work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. And for good reasons too. People have lives.
Gotcha.
People often today, even today, that there's it's shown that you can do it all yourself too.
Of
That
course.
people have that mentality
Are
too.
you hyper independent?
I very much am. Very much am.
You think that
I
has?
can work with people,
Yeah.
but if there's something that I need to get done,
You want to do it yourself?
I don't want to wait for somebody.
Mm,
This is where the work ethic comes in. Where
gotcha.
it's like, I don't know how long are you gonna wait for the stars to line up, or are you gonna wait
Mm-hmm.
for, like, I need this done now.
Gotcha.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
what makes you think? Why can't you? Why don't you think that you could find that?
Um, I would say oftentimes, I mean, I had that in LA,
Mm-hmm.
but moving back to New York, I don't get out much, so I devote a lot of my time to just writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would watch a lot of I would read a lot of scripts, books, but also watch the influencers that are in that space. What are they saying? What are they writing about?
Mm-hmm.
Try to stay in the know of what's going on today and stuff like that. And a lot of that just doesn't require anybody else.
I mean, I read this book called "Buy Back Your Time" by Mark. What is it, Martell? Mark Martell or something like that.
Okay.
And he talks about that, right?
Mhm.
And then buying back your time. Like, I know that you and I am the same way, bro. Very hyper independent. I don't be trusting people. I don't trust people to come
Yeah.
and bring things back on time. But then again, you're doing everything, which is also counterproductive.
Yeah.
Because then right now, you're the financial guy,
Yeah.
you're the marketing guy,
Yeah.
you're the manager,
Yeah.
you're the booker,
Yeah.
you're the assistant, you're setting up your own calendar.
Yeah.
So then you also, when you have so many fucking hats, you don't even know what hat to put on today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the editor today, and tomorrow I'll be the director.
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, it's unsustainable
Yeah.
for long periods of time,
Yeah.
right? And one thing that I like that Mark Martel said is somebody that does 80% of the work is 100% awesome.
Yeah.
80% of the work is 100% awesome. I gotta take that advice too, because I'm also the motherfucker. I be doing everything myself. I edit this podcast. I set all this shit up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
I know
saying?
exactly what this
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
The cameras, me buying the
Yeah.
cameras myself.
And you know what? I gotta tell you, I admire it. I really do.
Mhm.
I admire that. I admire the shit out of it because I was there. I did that too. I used to have
Yeah.
a whole closet. It was when I started an app. Me and my roommate. We had a really successful app, and we handled 90% of the production, and we were producing new shit every week. And we're
Wow.
talking on a cinematic production level.
Wow. You
So
were your own TV show, like.
yeah, and we were doing a lot of good stuff. And by the end of that year, we did it for a year, and we were paying outside of what we were making, just about 95% of what we were making. We were making about, I want to say, like 20 grand a month off of subscriptions, and we spend it on a production team and stuff. But it wasn't a big production team. It was like, yeah, we need somebody to hold the camera. We need somebody to set up a light if we can't do it ourselves. And
Yeah,
oftentimes
yeah.
we do it ourselves, but we need somebody to do the sound.
Mm.
Oftentimes we got the sound equipment. We just need somebody to hold this and stuff like that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
crazy. It's
But we got
crazy.
to feed them.
Let me tell you something that I have
Locations.
to take my hat off to you, because I understand how hard that shit is, bro. And let me tell you, I did all of that, but I did it with the backing of a company.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? BuzzFeed was already set,
Mhm.
right? And BuzzFeed offered me with cameras, all this stuff. If I wanted to hire somebody, they already had the budget to
Right.
hire the person to have a PA so we
amazing.
could shoot that day,
Mhm.
right? And I learned a lot. And I was editing. And yes, I was editing myself. Yes, I was writing. Like, you wear all these hats, right? You do the finances. It was a lot going on, right? But for you to do it without the backing of a fucking company is amazing.
Budget sheet and everything.
Everything. Amazing.
And
It's
then
only
taxes comes around.
Oh man. I don't even want to talk about taxes. God damn.
Yeah. And you know what's the thing, Gadiel, that I really do appreciate it? That when you were telling me what you know about that camera, in my head I said, I found somebody like me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This guy knows. It's rare that somebody who's also in the status that in the seat that you're in
Mhm.
knows this much. Oftentimes when you see the typical creator, yeah, sure, they know how to press record on a camera. That's about the extent
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
put it on auto, press record, and we're gonna go.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that and stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
respect the person that knows the inside of the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
I respect that. And when you sent me those LUTs, I'll be honest, I thought they were gonna be generic LUTs. I was like,
No,
these are gonna
those
be
are
some,
top notch.
and the LUTs were amazing. Yo estaba llorando. I was like,
Yeah.
he really gave me something
real
great.
talk. The funny thing that you were like, you were telling me like, I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna fix the color before I send it to you. I was like, this nigga's just like me.
Yeah.
The moment that you told me that, like, this nigga's just like me, and I saw this motherfucker whip out a camera, and he had a like lens that you could see through walls, nigga. he had a super 200 millimeter lens. He had
200 by 400
yeah,
G
monitor,
Master, baby.
G Masters and stuff like that. You head, this motherfucker's like me, bro.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker, you're the type of dude that wants to get all the fucking gadgets.
So let me ask you.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Do you think that from your work ethic, a lot of it is based and foundationally put together from your time in the military?
I think a lot of that has to do with the military.
Right.
I think I'm hyper independent
Mhm.
because of the military in a sense, right? And I feel like I do have that sense like nobody's gonna do it like I will, type of thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't trust people to come through,
Right.
but that's something on me. I gotta
Mhm.
learn how to delegate better,
Right.
or check in. I'm like, okay, do you get this done? Do you do it? Or
Mhm.
know how to communicate that to somebody else, right? So I think management and leadership is something that I need to work on, so I could express what's going on in here to somebody else, so I could replicate myself, because that's what leadership is.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think a lot of that also is BuzzFeed has more to do with it, because it was the school of hard knocks, bro.
Right.
I walked into BuzzFeed and I was like, I'm gonna learn everything and I'm gonna do everything,
That's
bro.
a great position to be in.
Bro, and I saw these motherfuckers, they'll set up lights. And let me tell you something, bro. All these, like, you look at the Try Guys, bro, and you look at every motherfucker that went through BuzzFeed, all of them know how to do everything. They know how to run sound. They know what a FA is. They know how to sync lives together. They know how to set up the camera correctly. They know ISO. They know how to do lighting. We shot a movie, bro. It was me and 3 other cats from BuzzFeed. We shot a whole ass movie, bro. Featured film with 3 motherfuckers.
I love that.
3 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And guess what? These motherfuckers edited themselves.
That's amazing.
And he could have said, and we're in front of the camera, we're behind the camera. And he could have said, yo, Sabe, can you run sound real quick? And any one of us could run sound.
Yeah. That's great.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And I did that a lot too, where I had a skeleton crew just like that.
Yeah, yeah.
3 tops. There was one I changed the story of Ebenezer to be something horror, and I wanted to show this person like, yo, you don't need 10, just you, camera, and
That's
somebody to
it.
sound, and you're good.
And you're good.
And I was showing them, and we did it. And you know, the biggest thing that came out of that is that it got accepted to the Atlanta Horror Film Festival. I was like, and barely spent $2,000 on this.
No way.
Barely anything on it, in my opinion. And the way movie production costs, feel like $2,000, and for what we produced, like this is really high quality stuff. And I love showing people that. I love showing people that, yo, you don't need something so big to be able to do something. You can make magic with just you and a small team. That's Robert Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah,
we were talking about mariachi.
Yeah, that's his whole method. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, you don't need, if you need a dolly, you put yourself on a shopping cart and have somebody push you, and you got your dolly right there.
That's
it's
true.
like, oh my
Yeah, because
god.
he didn't spend no money on the original mariachi.
I think $1,000.
It was like $1,000.
Yeah.
He shot it in Mexico.
Yeah.
It was a phenomenal movie. The
Yeah.
story was everything.
And the book is great. I don't know if you read the book.
There's a
Yeah,
book.
he came out with a book. Yeah.
Oh, yo no sabía eso.
It's called I can't remember right now.
El mariachi.
No. It's
Desperado.
it's some the loner, one man something. Oh, man, I can't remember. I'll tell you later. But yeah, he came out with a book that talks exactly about that.
What is it? What is that you want to do? What's the goal for you?
I want to write and direct. I want to direct the things I'm writing, because I feel like the things I'm writing, I'm very passionate about. It's very different. I mean, you know, a big motivator from me in writing these things was because of when I first got to LA, the things that were available: prisoner, cop, drug dealer, thug, criminal, jail. That's the only thing that was available, and it's like, or they wanted somebody with a Mexican accent. You know, they want you to play a cholo or whatever, and it's like,
bruh,
Latinos is more than just that.
You know how many times I auditioned for Mexican stuff?
Oh my god!
And then I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna get this. I'm gonna show up because supposedly the uncle going like, dímelo,
Yeah.
órale coño.
That's what it was, yo. You need a Mexican accent. I was
You
like,
know,
oh my god.
I got no Mexican accents. I don't got a Mexican bone in my body.
Exactly. And so for me, I've always used that as a motivation. Like, no, I want to write the things that are more than just that. You can always keep a Latino theme, but it doesn't. Respect to the Mexican people, it doesn't always have to be Mexican influenced. You know
But
what
you
I'm
also gotta
saying?
think about that's LA.
Yeah.
They can't experience anything else. They look at us and I think they're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
I know they look at me, they're like, this guy, what is he? Is he black? Is he Mexican? What is he? Is he Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
And they still like, what the fuck is Puerto Rican? Look at what's going on with Bad Bunny right now, bro.
I think that's crazy what's going on with Bad Bunny.
What's going on with Bad Bunny, bro? Americans are now finding out that Puerto Ricans are Americans, and that's
Wild.
such an American thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so American to be like, hold on, wait a minute, these motherfuckers, they've been American this whole time. There were people asking to get Bad Bunny deported.
Yeah.
To where?
They were like, we're gonna send ICE to the game, and it's like,
We're gonna send ICE to the
do
game.
you not know the poor island is getting gentrified right now because of the access and the government and what they're allowing non-Puerto Ricans to do in the island. and your whole logic around Bad Bunny performing is that because it's not in English, we should send ICE to the
to the
to the game.
that's the way that they think about us.
What? And you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? It's like, okay, you might not understand Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Okay. Who understands Michael Jackson? Mama say, mama, you know. What does that mean? Nobody said nothing when he was doing it.
No, bro, not even they had Kendrick. I don't understand half of the shit that Kendrick says. Even when he speaks normally.
Yeah.
I still don't understand Bad Bunny. Like,
Kendall.
Yeah, I don't understand anything. And I speak Spanish, but you know what? I love the motherfucking shit.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, bro. This is
Dance don't got a language.
yeah.
Dance is just dance.
Music is music.
Music is music.
And we talk about Spanish is the second biggest language internationally. Like we got English and then Spanish.
Yeah.
We're the biggest, bro. And then somehow we're the enemy. And look at the Super Bowl. Yes, the Super Bowl is a major stage, but guess what? Bad Bunny is bigger than the Super Bowl.
Bad Bunny's bigger than a lot of the artists.
A lot of the artists. This is a big opportunity. The Super Bowl got more to benefit from having Bad Bunny than anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Super Bowl is winning by having Bad Bunny. Y'all should be thanking Bad Bunny. Thank you, Bad Bunny, for performing. Now they go, oh my God, he's telling us to learn English. Right now they're losing their heads.
I think a lot of people are gonna understand that Bad Bunny is our Taylor Swift.
He is our Taylor Swift.
And we're gonna see that through the numbers. The guy moves mountains with numbers. It's
phenomenal. It's unheard
bigger.
of.
It's bigger than Daddy Yankee.
Yes.
And Daddy Yankees was the pinnacle. Not that he's not. He's legendary.
He's a legend. Yeah.
But Bad Bunny's like on another level and consistent.
I don't understand how anybody could get to that level, bro. I don't understand how Bad Bunny did that shit.
Music don't have barriers. Music don't have language. It's how you feel when you hear it. And it resonates with a lot of people.
I don't know. I think it has something to do. We were talking about Puerto Ricans on the way back. And we're like, how the hell Puerto Ricans dominate music so damn much?
Yeah.
They are like, I don't know what it is going on in that island.
Culture.
Their culture is just, there is a factory, bro.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it has to do with pride. Especially with the artists that come out of Puerto Rico. There's such a big pride around being Puerto Rican that, anybody can respect it. Because even the music's good. And they're able to use the music and translate that pride into the music that people, you don't have to, but it's good.
It's phenomenal.
It makes you feel good.
I don't know. I don't understand what kind of black magic they're doing in Puerto Rico, because to be so dominant in music for such a long time, and the music is phenomenal, bro. Yeah. It's like with it. I understand. Reggaeton came from Panama. A lot of people came from Panama. But what Puerto Ricans did to reggaeton, god damn, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Open
Héctor
el Father.
Yeah.
Yo te doy mi número telefónico para cuando te sientas. That reggaeton era was crazy,
Yo nunca
bro.
me quedé atrás.
And we're not even talking about Puerto Ricans and reggaeton, phenomenal.
Yeah.
But what about when they dominated salsa, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, phenomenal music, bro.
Salsa too, yeah.
We were sitting down in the car, right? We were like listening to Héctor Lavoe.
Yeah.
To this day. It's 2025, bro.
Timeless.
Timeless. Héctor Lavoe died in 91, and his music is like,
timeless.
Timeless.
Yeah.
The salsas these niggas created all these years, bruh.
Yeah. And you can even say that about bachata music, especially back in the day in the 90s with Raulín Rodriguez and all these other artists and stuff, where you can play it today and it hits. It hits. It doesn't hit like bachata today.
Nah.
Bachata today is like there's something missing. There's the soul's missing.
The soul's missing. But you know what? You know who does a great job? Romeo Santos.
Yeah.
What is it? La suegra. That suegra.
Well, how does
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, it has that old soul to it, La Suegra.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song, La Suegra. But it has that old feel. I think La Suegra would be one of those songs that would last a long time.
Yeah.
But you're right. The bachata.
That's from the first album, no?
No, it's from
That's
the last album.
The last album? I don't think I heard it. I probably did hear it. I don't remember it though.
Pero era tu maldita madre de bochinche y bochinchera. Ding, 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 ding.
I feel like I heard it. I feel like I've heard it before.
Yo que soy tan bondadoso. I don't remember all the lyrics. Yeah, so yeah. No, the old school, the Raulín Rodriguez. If you okay, top 5 bachateros.
For me?
Yeah.
Hector Acosta. I like Hector Acosta.
Hector Acosta.
And he's not 90s though, right?
It don't matter.
Acosta.
Your top 5, you're like, yo, I'm gonna listen to like these are the best bachateros.
I gotta go down my Spotify playlist for that.
Then you can't even think of them.
I can't even.
I'll say Anthony Santo, Raulín Rodriguez. Of course you can't you gotta put Romeo Santos is top 5. He's earned that.
Let's see what the 4 is.
Let's see what the 4 is. Okay, Luis Segura.
Well, that name doesn't ring a bell.
That doesn't even, bro.
Luis Segura. What was this?
Luis Segura. He goes, pena es lo que siento en mi alma.
Yeah.
And you also got corazón de acero. Tengo yo un maldito amor que no lo quiero. Porque tu amor me engañó.
The only one I know is the Pena song.
Pena?
Yeah, that's the only one I know from.
Do you know this one? Déjame ya, que tengo otro amor. Déjame por favor, que tengo otro amor.
No, I don't know.
No. Déjame ya. I dedicated to all my ex.
See, Hector Lavoe I dedicate to all my exes. Periódico de ayer.
Oh, hell yeah. Tu amor es un periódico de ayer que nadie más procura ya leer. Sensacional cuando salió en la madrugada, al mediodía, ya noticia propagada. Algo así. Confirmada. Y en la tarde, materia olvidada. Oh, tu amor es un periódico de ayer.
It's a good. That's when I'm going through a heartbreak. Is Hector all day, which is wild because bachata is literally for that.
I know, bro.
Bachata is a heartbreak. It's a heartbreak genre.
I remember when there was like a massive layoff at BuzzFeed. I remember Norberto. When they laid off Norberto, he sent the email, and at the end of his email, he put, como dice Héctor Lavoe, todo tiene su final.
Oh.
Bro.
Todo
tiene su final. Ten, 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 ten. Nada dura para siempre. Tenemos que recordar que no existe eternidad. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro. There will never be an Héctor Lavoe.
No.
Never.
No.
That man will never be recreated.
Yeah.
I wonder what made him so great.
His voice.
I think it was more than his voice.
Yeah, it was his life paralleled his music.
His suffering, bro.
Yeah.
I think you heard his suffering.
Yeah.
You know who's also like phenomenal, like that fucking died early and he's Puerto Rican? Frankie Ruiz. That's another dude that you're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, how old did he die? Was he 46, was it? Something like that?
Let me see. I'm going to find out right now. Frankie Ruiz died in his 40s. Well, Frankie Ruiz. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tú
and he was close. Yeah, he was close too to like that voice that was just fine. You know what I'm saying?
His voice was amazing, bro. That's what I'm telling you. These Puerto Rican, when they took over salsa, even yo, I hear fucking Frankie Ruiz today, and I'm like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I played Frankie Ruiz to this American girl, and I was translating, and she was like, oh my God, this man's voice. I hear that pain when he's singing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me find out how old was he when he died?
I think it was like 46.
40. He was 40 years old.
Wow.
40 years old.
Wow. That's wild. That's young.
That's
at
young.
40. Even 46 is young. Anything under 50 is young. I think when you start hitting 60, it's like, let's start making the bed.
Oh my God. Damn, I'm 38.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Imagine at 38 just feeling like you got so much more to give,
Yeah. And then you're done.
and then it's done.
But he also left a
He
legacy,
did
bro.
leave a
He
legacy.
left a phenomenal
Yeah.
legacy. Damn.
Yeah.
So what's next? What's next for you, bro?
I'm just writing, man. I want my penmanship sharp and undeniable. You know
But
what I'm
and is it
saying?
more like movies or like comedy?
No, I don't like writing comedy, and I have such a knack for it, especially when it comes to improv and stuff like that. But I don't like writing comedy. I would prefer writing drama. I would prefer taking people's struggle and putting that on screen. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because I feel like when you do that, you're giving a voice to people who are living a life
Mm.
that might feel unfulfilled. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I feel like there's more purpose and there's more substance around writing thing that kind of looks at people's struggle and go, I get it.
Mm.
And putting that on screen that they can relate to. Because when you see it, I know the feeling of like seeing it and like finally somebody understands. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And
Gotcha.
that's the story for me that gives me life, that gives me a sense of purpose, that I can take somebody's voice and put that up there for them to say, I'm not alone.
So you like writing stories, creating stories.
Yeah.
Do you so you have like this passion for film.
Yeah. 100%.
So,
100%. A lot of my passion comes from pain,
mm.
and understanding, like the hardships around trying to have a purpose.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to I don't want to do anything and look mediocre doing it.
That's fair.
I don't want to do anything and somebody says, he got work to do.
I
No.
got
I
so
want people to read or see my shit and be like, where the fuck did he come from? Who is this?
and that's what moves you.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Like you amass something that very few people are able to create that amount of success. Even to even reach 1 million followers, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's extremely hard. Not everybody could do it.
Yeah.
If you could give one advice to somebody that would like, oh, I would love to amass that, what will be that advice that you would give that
Do it for
person?
yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do it. If you do it for other people, you'll never find joy for it.
Mm.
Do it for yourself. Like I said, like I like taking other people's, but for me, the fulfillment,
Mm.
how I feel in doing that, gives me that sense of fresh breath air that I go, oh, yes. When you're doing something, you always want to do it for you first, regardless of what you can be. You can be black and be like, I want to be the voice for the black community. Okay, so what is it about yourself that you can use that fulfills, that communicates that to them?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've struggled. I grew up poor. My mom was making $20 stretch throughout the week. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know what it's like for a single mother to have to raise two boys,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them's gay. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Where it's like, how do you balance this?
Mm.
You know? So do something that fulfills you. It's okay to communicate that to a community that you want to reach to. But one, learn their language, learn what this community is about, right? Because I can be Dominican, but I can't tell you who the top 5 bachatero is, right?
Yeah.
But I understand what goes on in our community too.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you have your own experience.
And I have my own experiences.
Yeah. If you were to start all over again, to be like, okay, I'm a create a new page or 1 million followers, and you want to create another page, you want to reach 1 million followers, what will you do? Using the lessons that you've learned.
Using the lessons that I've learned. A thing that makes me happy is doing exactly what we talk about, taking a micro crew of people and creating something great. So I would make these 1-minute short films
Mm.
that speak to people. You know what I'm saying? good quality and stuff, because you can learn a lot of that on YouTube. There's tutorials all over the place. But I would, especially the way the industry right now is, that just big studios don't know how to navigate right now. Because you got somebody like The Rock doing something great, doing a biopic on somebody, on a Hall of Famer, $6 million.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure they didn't anticipate this. They're like, what the?
No, they thought they were gonna just set up.
Yeah, at least 20, 30.
Yeah.
It's The Rock. It's
It's The
Dwayne
Rock,
Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So I think the right now the industry is at a place that they don't know how to navigate with these people right now. I think the new Avatar coming out is gonna flop. 100% thing. Ain't nobody talking about this.
When does it come out?
I think December.
I always talk about that. Like, the industry's changed.
Yeah.
It's all about social media right now. The people that have the power, the people that have the control of their own destiny, and it's social media. Like Facebook is paying people, bro.
Yeah.
People are making money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, even you could create your own short off your phone.
Yeah.
Right? The future is going to be
pages like that too.
There's pages like that.
They show you, they do it, and then they show you how they did it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's like, oh my God, this is great stuff.
Great stuff. And there, right now, there's also, there are pages like that. But I know people in Dominican Republic right now, they do like little dramas on Facebook, and people are watching it.
Yeah.
And people are tuning in. And guess what? That's what's going to be the future. The future is, this is the new Netflix, because we are on our phone more than we're on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. And even things like Netflix, they're gonna go away because of the direction society moves. You cannot dictate the direction. You can try to stop it. You can try to pivot or whatever the case is, but society is always going to move towards a direction collectively that you cannot stop. You're either going to have to adapt or be left behind.
I think speed is everything, because if Netflix figures out a way to be faster in their production, because the problem with producing in Los Angeles is you need to get the budget, you need to get the actors, you need to get this, you got to wait for this, you got to wait for it. I'm like, and it takes 2-3 years to create something when we got some dude creating every week.
Yeah. And that's the thing with A24, how they came out, where it's like, what's A24? Who's this production company? And it's hit after hit after hit on a low budget, 10 million, 5 million. And, that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But comparing to the industry, that's low budget.
That's low budget. And they hit.
And they hit 100 million gross. They hit hard. So it's like a company like that knows how to stay small and stay consistent, but still produce good quality.
High quality.
Yeah. Is one of those things that is kind of like they're doing it right. And this is the opportunity that's being presented, that you don't need the Warner Brothers anymore. You don't need, these guys are on top and they have a lot of power. Absolutely.
But you don't need Warner Brothers. You don't need Paramount.
Let's see where everyone is 20 years from now.
Yeah. I would, I do see it, all of that phasing out, and people following more creators, or creators doing their own thing. And like, everything is about storytelling and can I capture your attention?
Yeah.
And right now, the people that are capturing attention are all on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I do appreciate you coming through, bro. Like, this is like, I was like, we had our conversation. I'm like, this dude's super interesting, but I'm like, I feel like a lot of people have a lot to learn from you, bro.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see you. It's good to see you. We want to see you back. All right. And I know you want to write. I know you want to make movies.
Don't ask me to be in a uniform again. Don't ask me to put on a uniform.
Ponte una tanga, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Join the conversation. Write in the comments what you thought. Continue the conversation. Keep it going. I want to give a shout out to Passion for always showing up and watching these videos. I love you guys. Lo quiero mucho. We're here every Wednesday.
Yeah.
La pase bien.
And if you guys wanna thank us for our service, our Cash App is